Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. We are joined today by Neeti Mohan and Nihar Pandya, who are a very good looking couple from Bollywood, from India, of course, and from the world of acting and music. And Neeti is an accomplished singer, wonderful singing star. Nihar is a promising actor who's already done some wonderful roles in Bollywood and in on the web series as well. Welcome to Vibrant Networking Forum Conversations, both of you.
Thank you, Vivek ji. Thank you for having us here.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure, and big hi to everyone who's watching us right now live.
Yes, a lot of people are tuning in, and this is going live on our Facebook channel as well as some other Facebook channels. The recording of this conversation will be available and will be posted on various other social media sites as well. So, once again, a pleasure to have you, and let me just introduce Vibrant Networking Forum. We are about 150 CXOs, as we call them, or various people from various walks of life. All are accomplished in their own ways. Some are CEOs, some are writers, some are entrepreneurs, and others are social sector evangelists. So we do a lot of things, and some are even artists and singers and other people. So it is nice to have talented people on this forum always. You both are extremely talented. So सबसे पहले जो मैं पूछने वाला हूँ वो ये है कि ये जो मतलब निहार ने आपको निहारा पहले और फिर शादी हुई या कैसे हुआ, ये मुलाकात कैसे हुई, पहले तो ये बता दो. Just let us know how you met. नीति.
ये नीति बताएगी तो मैं बता पाऊंगा उसने इसमें कुछ छुपाया है, झूठ बोला है.
बिल्कुल. नीति, go ahead.
So हम दोनों की थोड़ी अलग वर्जन है इस स्टोरी के. So a common friend of ours, Jimmy Felix, he's a very dear friend of ours. उसने हमें मिलाया. It's more like arranged, and then we fell in love. So it was arranged by him at his own wedding, and we met in Goa for the first time, and it was Jimmy's wedding, and हम लोग पहले कभी नहीं मिले थे इसके पहले, but he had just kind of given us a hint that in my wedding मैं चाहूँगा कि you meet a very dear friend of mine, Neeti, and I know that the kind of person you are, and you're a very family oriented person, so I have a feeling that you will really like meeting Nihar because he is also of similar values, and he's also very rooted and beautiful family. I hang out with his family a lot. I just love his parents. They are like my own parents. So zarur milna. So I told him, okay, I'll definitely meet him. And to my luck, I think it was destined to happen that his family was also there at the wedding. So I got to meet my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, everyone at the wedding, and I instantly fell in love with all of them. Of course, with him first, and then the family. And I came back from the wedding, and I told my parents that I think I've found my soulmate I was looking for, and that was him. अभी इनका वर्जन ये है कि ये कह रहे हैं कि इनका वर्जन ये है कि ये कह रहे हैं कि before we even met at Jimmy's wedding, before that also, like 2 years prior to
2
that,
साल पहले मैंने जिमी को बोला था, जिमी तू फोटो सिर्फ अपडेट करता है हर साल कि हैप्पी बर्थडे नीति, ऐसे तेरा मन नहीं करता तो कभी मिला दे. जिमी ने बोला मिला दूंगा. रुक सब्र का फल मीठा होता है. अगले साल फिर उसने डाला फोटो, वीडियो डाला. मैंने बोला भाई फोटो से वीडियो पे तेरी बात पहुंच गई, अभी तक मेरी बातचीत से मुलाकात तक बात पहुंची नहीं, तो ये कब होगा? तो उसने बोला रुक हो जाएगा. और उसके अगले साल उसने शादी की, वहां पे उसने सब सेट किया, मीटिंग वगैरह. और ऐसे बोलते हैं कि यू मस्ट ऑलवेज एम फॉर द स्टार्स, तो मैंने ऐसे एम किया था और
you aimed for a star and you married a star and you're a star yourself. So
but I'm saying it in terms of she, from the first word I exchanged with her, there was never a doubt that this is not the right person, because everything she spoke about somewhere or the other had the word family in it, the mention of her sister in it, the mention of her father in it, and I said, okay, this is the way to go home. Perfect.
Yeah, so that's how we met.
ऐसी थी मुलाकात.
Lovely, beautiful story, and in fact gives us goosebumps to think of such romantic couples in this era. And earlier times में होता था ज़्यादा. Earlier times में people used to, get married first and then fall in love afterwards because और कोई चारा नहीं था. In my time, somehow or the other, I met my wife in college. We had a 6-year kind of internship, if you
Wow.
might call it, before we got
Internship?
married. So,
Coach.
we were a little
Nice.
but ये बड़ा अच्छा आपने this what I really liked is the family connect, and I know your family a little bit, so I can vouch for the fact that you are both in the right track, and you look very very close, and you are sitting very close as well. तो अच्छी बात है. Nihar, I'm going to ask you a little more about you now, and Nihar, तो
हाँ
आप
जी.
मतलब what is your aim in life, and how come acting, and are you like looking to make a mark in the world of films permanently as an actor? Is there something else in your life? कैसा चल रहा है आपका जीवन career?
Extremely content with life and the way things in life, especially due to COVID. It's not the right thing to say probably, but COVID has helped realign a lot of things. It has given you time to assess, analyze, look at people who you weren't looking at, the closest corners possible. So this particular time, life is, I'm very happy with it, very content with it. On the heart front, where my heart leans towards entertainment, there are a few things in the pipeline, which very shortly I should announce. And it is a tough situation, the COVID thing for the entire world, but things look rosy to me. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's going to be beautiful if all of us are able to just press the reboot button. I think this is the best way to have been given an opportunity to restart with a fresh look and fresh outlook towards life.
In fact, I'll compliment you on that. I'm a motivational speaker, and the quote is that the light is not at the end of the tunnel, the light is actually within you. And if you look at it, आपके अंदर दोनों के अंदर that glow is there because you have that aura of looking ahead to the future with gusto, with gung ho kind of positive attitudes. तो निहार आपके अंदर काफी लग रहा है मुझे, आपके अंदर भी दोनों के अंदर. तो मणिकर्णिका का थोड़ा सा मुझे बताइए अपना experience. You made such an impact with that role, and how did you end up with that role, and how was it working in a big project like that?
I actually went and auditioned for a film. That time they didn't mention what I'm auditioning for, the particular director when he was auditioning. And it was, when I auditioned, it wasn't for a period film. It was a very today's gangster kind of audition that I gave. And then the next thing was I get a call saying that you've been shortlisted. Would you like to come and meet? And when I spoke to the director and the producer and the team, Krish, the director who started the film, he was outstanding to just explain what he is going to show in the film. And then to see the entire star cast and lineup and everything, to get the experience of working with these people in itself was a dream. Like Atul Kulkarni ji ho, ya Danny Saab ho, ya Kulbhushan Kharbanda ji, Kangana. And when all these people, Suresh Oberoi ji, so suddenly sharing their experiences, sharing the film with them meant a lot. Experience on set, off set, the training, horse riding training went on for 2 months. There was sword fighting training. I loved the entire experience. It was brilliant to have got to start with such a big film, because when the platform is big, there are so many more departments that you can learn from and learn with.
Absolutely, absolutely. You must have learned a lot. In fact, I'm already getting compliments for you in the comments, both of you. Somebody saying you are the perfect partners. Somebody saying wonderful couple. Somebody else is saying beautiful couple. And so great compliments from Chandigarh, and many of them are our members: Ritunag, Balpreet Kaur, Sarita Pal, Colonel Daljit Chima. So all good people, and loving this conversation already.
I would like to convey our thanks to them.
I will. I'm coming to Neeti now, and Neeti, you're a Delhi girl, Miranda House, or singing maybe aapki qualification hai, you've learned music, and many singers come into Bollywood without learning. But let's talk about your initial forays into music, Jack, how you became a singer, and how did you become passionate about singing? Was it always there, or did it grow on you?
Well, I always was drawn towards music since childhood. एंड जब भी हम लोग कोई भी गेट टुगेदर में जाते थे या शादी में जाते थे, आई वुड ऑलवेज बी नियर म्यूजिक, या तो डीजे कॉर्नर में, या फिर अगर टेम्पल जा रहे हैं तो वहाँ पे लाइव भजन जहाँ हो रहा है, आई वुड फाइंड माई सेल्फ देयर, एंड माई पेरेंट्स नोटिस दैट, एंड they never stopped us, like especially me, and I loved performing on stage, and I had this flair to be on stage and perform and sing and dance and just, I think I just came alive when I was on stage every time. So my parents noticed that, and then they said that, we are here to encourage you, and all the opportunities that you get in school and college to learn music or performing arts, be it NCC, be it sports, debates, everything. We don't want to see your scores or your mark sheet. We just want to see what else you do apart from studies. And we want our children, we are four daughters, four sisters. So my father always said, I don't want to see your mark sheet. I just want to see what apart from studies you do. So I want you to enjoy life, and that only happens when you are not just getting bookish knowledge. You have to absolutely go out there and learn other skills from people. So that's how it started. And then I took part in a reality show in 2003 on Channel V, which is not even there anymore now.
Yeah.
And my sister stood in a line for me. She said, "You have to go for this contest, and we know you will win." So वो सुबह सुबह 5 बजे जाके बस में जाके बैठ गई है, एंड शी इज लाइक सम 200 नंबर पे उसका नंबर है, एंड शी इज स्टैंडिंग इन द लाइन फॉर मी, एंड शी इज लाइक, यू कम आराम से रेडी होके, यू कम prepared, and you will win it. And actually I went there, I cleared the auditions, round 1, round 2, round 3. I was called to Mumbai for the final auditions. I cleared that, and then I was part of a pop band, and that was one of the first ever reality shows in the country. And there my journey began. Then I moved to Mumbai. My parents used to live in Delhi, and a Delhi girl became a Mumbai girl. Now I've never gone back since then. And then I started performing with A.R. Rahman sir in his live concerts, and I learned a lot from him, and he's like a guru, like a mentor for me. And then the playbacks happened, and then the marriage happened. So this is how my story has been.
But Vivek ji, there's in 2003 or 2004, my birthday, I get a call from Jimmy Felix, was part of her band, the four member
Who
band.
introduced us?
Who introduced us?
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
He called me that time. FM used to be a big thing, and that time he said, "क्या कर रहा है?" I said, "गाड़ी में." He said, "Perfect. Radio Mirchi शुरू कर."
No, it was AIR. It was that
Siddharth Kannan.
Siddharth Kannan on AIR.
So it was
Rainbow,
Siddharth Kannan's show, and
that
he
show.
said, "Okay, very good. Park the car aside and put on radio." And he said the radio channel number. मैंने डाला, and next thing is, 4 of them have sang a medley of 4 songs for my birthday on radio, which he that time, of course. मैंने बोला, आपको याद है आप लोगों ने मेरे लिए गाने गाए हैं बर्थडे पे? So when you go to
uncanny,
think, the world is very small.
No, not only small, it also shows कि आपकी internship काफी 14-15 साल की थी, निहार. I mean, even if
आपकी 6 years की थी, इनकी 7 थी.
आपकी 15 साल से चल रही है. He's had a secret crush all these years, which now he's coming out with. Super.
Thank you. सिर्फ आप ही मुझे समझ पाए, मैं ये बता नहीं पा रहा था.
I keep denying that. I keep telling you.
वो समझ पाए हैं, लेकिन वो मान नहीं रही हैं. वो basically she has some version वाली बात कि ये तो निहार का version है. So she is kind of renouncing that version.
पहले मैंने बोल दिया.
हाँ. But the other thing is कि Neeti, I saw you on TV many years ago. Our family's been watching you, and that confidence which you exude, you obviously have a beautiful voice, but that aura and that confidence and that clarity without any, obviously stage fright is something which goes away very early when you start singing. But वो कभी आपके मन में हिचक या कोई nervousness नहीं है? You're just all there.
To be honest, of course, before stepping on stage, you always have that nervousness, which is good, which actually works for you. जैसे हम कोई भी चीज शुरू करते हैं, उसके पहले एक पॉजिटिव एनर्जी देना चाहिए अपने आप को, and that also is mixed with a little anxiety. So that is always there, but you just want to focus that ये मैं करने जा रही हूँ and I have to do this well, या यहाँ गाने जा रहे हैं, या यहाँ पे ट्रैवल करके परफॉर्म करने जा रहे हैं, यहाँ पर हम किसी से बात करने जा रहे हैं, तो let's give our best and let's just exchange positive energy with each other. So I think I always try to follow that.
Yeah, I think a little bit of butterflies in the stomach are actually good for you.
It's
Because every
very
time
good, yeah.
it's good for you because that anticipation. नहीं तो अब cricketers भी बोलते हैं, I've been a cricketer myself, and I mean Gavaskar also said at one point कि थोड़ा बहुत तो butterflies होने चाहिए, so that you look forward to doing well, and that is
It
always
gives
good.
you positive energy. Yeah.
But Neeti, I want to also ask you before I come back to Nihar that do you sometimes feel that had you been born in the 60s, let's say, or the 70s, the music directors, or maybe even before that, were of superior quality? Do you ever feel that? I mean, A.R. Rahman, of course, is timeless and brilliant. But if you look at the general standards, do you wish that you had sometimes better music to sing to?
No, in fact, I'm happier that I'm born in these times because we've heard 60s music and that is our syllabus, so to say. Like the entire repertoire of Lata ji and Asha ji, and I feel like we have really good music that we'll always have as Indian music heritage. And these songs are timeless, and I feel that they will continue to inspire us, and we'll continue. I believe this, and many singers say that if you can sing Lata ji's and Asha ji's songs and learn their technique, you can just be a master in singing, because the way they have trained themselves and the way they have showcased their technique and skill, it is amazing if you can learn that and follow that and bring that into your singing. So I feel that it's good that I'm born into this era. And the reason I got really serious about music was when I heard A.R. Rahman Saab's music, Roja and Bombay, and I was blown by that kind of music. And I was like, all these years I was listening to Lata ji and Asha ji and 70s music and 80s 90s music, but now this is the beginning of a new era, and what we are hearing sounds international. And I think
Absolutely.
so, because we have the old music as reference, we are able to use that and bring new sound to it, and today's modern sound to it also. So I feel like
Technology.
it's better that I'm born in this time.
Right, because technology has also improved, sound quality has improved, and also but we must admit that I mean I have also been not an analyst of music, but at least a kind of connoisseur in a way. So basically, 80s and 90s, mein Bollywood, mein, there was a flip. I feel in some ways the music was a little too loud and brash at times, but then melody has come back. And you're right very much in saying that, especially in the last 15 years or so, and even today, there is some beautiful music being produced and great singers. I'm going to come back to you on A.R. Rahman again, but I'm going to Nihar right now. Nihar, what is a Hindi film actor? What does he look forward to? I mean, आपका जो roles हैं, on the whole, do you think movies are now giving more meaty roles where a character can be developed and an actor can actually get into that role and become a kind of method actor? जो पहले शायद कोई 20 साल पहले या कुछ साल पहले रूटीन काइंड ऑफ रोल्स आ रहे थे, अब अच्छे रोल्स आ रहे हैं.
I think that I'm no maestro on this, but still my understanding is now I think the audience is not accepting just the fact that it has so and so in a film. It wants you to give them the content for the film or the web series or the original on web. So basically, if you don't have content, you are not going to be consumed like you were earlier. The devotional fan following, I see it dying, so to say, but there is fan following. So I'm saying blindly to accept someone to just eat what you've served may not happen in this era. And that is changing very fast. And people like Ayushman, Rajkumar Rao and all, they are pretty much game changers where they are doing things where their character is more important than the people they are.
I think I want to add to that. I feel
Yes.
because of OTT platforms and now even small budget films are getting so much love. I think I think content has become king now. If your film is good, your script is good, your every character has been showcased well. Every character, be it a third lead, second lead, first lead, or the lead. If everybody was placed well into the story and the story was the king, people really like the movie. It does not matter whether it who's the star cast. What is important is that the story was conveyed beautifully and the craft was shown, music was good, and sometimes there's no music, nowadays in films, and even then it is working. So content is king.
I totally
If at
agree.
the end, if at the end of a film, a viewer can refer to the character by the character's name and not the actor's name, then the director's done a fabulous job.
He's done a
So,
fabulous job. But Nihar, don't you think in earlier times we had the hero, the villain, the comedian, and we used to very wrongly actually call one lady in the film used to be called the vamp. So ये सब चीजें अब नहीं है. The hero has become the villain as well. So we're showing more
बिल्कुल,
reality. We're showing more reality.
बिल्कुल.
I don't think the comedian has a role anywhere now, because even in a comedy, the hero is doing the comedy or the heroine is doing the comedy.
Yeah.
तो वो सब चीजें change हो गई हैं. I think a little more realistic films are being made. Of course, we already have nothing, no bashing, but no entry and houseful and वो सब भी चल रहा है. But
But that is
obviously,
also required.
that is also required. We need to entertain people, definitely. What are your views on the changing cinema?
I think it's a fresh outlook to the way cinema is being done. It's a great opportunity for newcomers. It's great content, and the way you Bombay mein pehle, it's like in the major cities of Mumbai, India, you serve any kind of food. The major cities are open to trying a new cuisine that's brought into the city.
Yeah.
You take Italian to a village, they're not going to try it to start with. But now the penetration of the Italian food has happened right up to the village. Similarly, the story format through these OTT platforms, everyone's phone has data. Everyone's watching it on the phone. Everyone's way of being able to access a web series or a simple web film or short film has made it easier for people to follow a story, not just the person they were trying to follow. So I'm saying it's more real. Yes, it doesn't take the element away. Sadness is more than sadness in your life. Happiness is more happiness than your life. You are liking it because it's cinema. But not all of it is fictional. Not all of it is typecast कि ये ऐसे ही होता है कि इसमें अभी देखना एक कॉमेडियन की एंट्री होगी. देयर इज नेसेसरी कि ये एक एक्स्ट्रा कॉमेडियन डाल दो तो हिट होगा. 7 गाने तो डालने ही पड़ेंगे. मतलब वो सारे फॉर्मूला से हट के आई फील वो टाइपकास्ट किए बिना. हाँ, तो now that they are moving away, I think it makes for more relatable stuff.
Yeah.
There is
more challenging, there is more relatable as well.
And with the audience getting more smart. Back in the day, if there were 100 films in the year or 100 new projects in the year, today you have 100 in the month.
That's true.
So
there are more than 1,000.
People can literally select from what you are being served. You don't have to consume all, and no one is going to be able to consume all.
No one will be able to. True. But coming back to music, and Neeti said that music has no language, and you have sung in Punjabi, you've sung in South Indian languages, Tamil, etc. So tell us about, you even sung, I think, on the occasion of Guru Nanak's 550th anniversary, also you sang something there. And also talk about, again, working with A.R. Rahman and, music being the real language. So talk about these two things.
So this the crux of following this philosophy, that I may say, that music has no language. I heard it from Rahman Saab when I read his interview many years ago, and he said music has no language, because he's someone who has composed in so many languages, and his music actually is consumed a lot in Bollywood, even though he cannot speak Hindi fluently, although he is able to sing in Hindi. That's when I realized that, wow, that is so beautiful. Why are we just creating boundary around ourselves that मैं पंजाब में रहता हूँ तो मेरे को सिर्फ पंजाबी आती है, मैं तमिलनाडु नाडु में रहता हूँ तो मुझे सिर्फ तमिल ही आएगी, मैं दिल्ली में रहती हूँ तो मुझे सिर्फ हिंदी ही आनी चाहिए, या मैं इटली में रहता हूँ तो मुझे सिर्फ इटालियन आनी चाहिए. आई थिंक music is universal, and a smile makes you give back a smile. It does not matter whether somebody from Jammu Kashmir is giving a smile or someone from America is giving a smile. So it's a matter of heart, and I think music comes from heart. When the right notes are struck, it hits you, it affects you, it creates an impact on you, and it moves you. So I decided that, okay, I don't know how to sing in other languages, but I'm going to try, because I want to experiment with my voice and other multiple languages. So that's when first time I tried singing in Tamil in Rahman Saab's concert, and it every time I sing in Tamil or Telugu or any other language, it feels like I have board exam. तो मैं रात भर लिरिक्स का रट्टा मारती हूँ. नींद में भी मेरे मुंह से लिरिक्स और उसका करेक्ट प्रोनाउंसिएशन की कोशिश हो रही होती है. And then when you really sing the melody and those words, it just creates magic, and it's beautiful. And I wait for those magic, to happen. And then I love singing other languages. I sung in Bengali, Odia, and Kannada, and even Kashmiri, and everything. And I just feel, why not? All of these languages are ours, and I want to be one proud Indian who is able to sing in multiple languages, because our audience loves music. We just love music, and
Absolutely.
so thanks to Rahman Saab that I challenged myself, and I kind of started singing in other languages.
Yes, and you've sung it very well. Some audience people are saying that your Punjabi has been perfect and very well sung indeed. Your
हाँ जी, मैं
pronunciation.
कोशिश कर दी हूँ.
Very good. And you also spoke of philosophy of music, but you're also a philosophy student and from Miranda House, as I read. So the philosophy of your life, and what is your belief? What is your outlook towards life and the whole of humanity, if we look at the bigger picture? Big question.
Oh, well, thank you for asking such nice questions, because sometimes people just take life's philosophy for granted, but I think everybody must find their philosophy, try to connect with it, and it's so important to have a purpose in life. And I think first and foremost thing is that you need to find why you're born, and what is that you can add to humanity, and what can you do as a service apart from just going to your office, making money and coming back. Apart from that, it's very important to play a role in your family, in your society, to add some value, and be it with your kindness, be it with your generosity, be it with your motivational speeches. You are inspiring the entire youth, and so many people who sometimes want to just, it's like you are someone, Vivekji, who is like this is what happens to me. If I'm feeling that I have this thing that is bothering me, मुझे इसका आंसर चाहिए, and I just open any book, और उसका पेज जो मैं खोलती हूँ ना, that's what the answer is for me, and that's what I wanted to hear. So Vivekji, you are someone who is that. Somebody is just browsing internet, and आपका कुछ एक वीडियो मिल गया, and trust me, उनको शायद उस दिन वो ही सुनना था, एक शब्द कि आप कर सकते हैं, या आप में हिम्मत है, या आप में फुल पोटेंशियल है. So I feel it's so important to find your philosophy and connect with it, and then keep working towards it, and absolutely enjoy life. Like, enjoy with your family, spend time with them, do things that you like. It's very important. That's why I studied philosophy, because my father said that it's so important to have a philosophy, and I'm someone who is trying to find my purpose through music. So I feel like with my voice, with with music, with devotional music, with romantic songs, with patriotic songs. I want to do little service of reaching out to people and create happiness. So that's my
Wonderful.
philosophy in life.
Wonderfully well said. And Nihar, आपसे भी यही सवाल आया है. But before that, I want to ask you a common question, and then these are common questions coming now. One is, Nihar, that supposing you were to become a singer and Neeti was to become an actor, so how would that prove to be? अच्छा रहेगा, नहीं अच्छा रहेगा? How would that be? So, पहले philosophy of life and then come to this.
I think with philosophy of life, I completely agree with what she's saying.
Okay, चलो उसको छोड़ दो. Go ahead to the next one.
We are on the same page.
उसमें खाली वो, I just keep hook points of honesty, belief, and passion. These three things you have to hang on to.
I would applaud that. Wonderful.
Honesty to everything you say, everything you do, and most importantly to yourself. Belief that you can do it, and the passion that you cannot say, बस बहुत कोशिश की, कम की होगी, नहीं हुआ, पूरी करते तो हो ही जाता.
Both of you can be motivational speakers also. Your speech, both of you speak well. You have great ideas. You haven't prepared. These are coming from within. I can see that. And my book is also called Finding Success Within. सब कुछ अंदर से ही आता है, बाहर से कुछ नहीं आता. So that's it. Nihar, come to the other point. You becoming a singer and she becoming an actor. How would that prove to be?
ये अभी बाजू में नहीं बैठी होती तो एक दो लाइन सुना देता, पर ये गुस्ताखी नहीं करूंगा.
सुनानी पड़ेगी फिर थोड़ी देर में. अभी हम सुनेंगे आपसे. नहीं, but what about her becoming an actor?
But मैंने कोशिश की थी to not to learn singing, but to understand singing के बेस सुर और गलत सुर, मतलब बेसुरा क्या होता है ये समझने के लिए. अभी भी कोई खास गाता नहीं हो, पर हाँ कुछ सुर गलत लग जाए तो अब समझ आता है. तो मैंने खास थोड़ा म्यूजिक ये सीखने के लिए, मतलब ये समझने के लिए सीखा था. और ऐसे ही सेम डांस में भी ये समझने के लिए मैंने 9 महीने 9.5 months कथक सीखा, ओनली टू अंडरस्टैंड रिदम. तो एक बार रिदम सीखने के बाद मैं क्लासिकल म्यूजिक सीखा. बट दोनों में मैं अभी भी कथक नहीं करता हूँ ठीक, ना ही मैं गाता हूँ, पर दोनों समझ पाता हूँ अभी जो पहले समझ नहीं थी. मेरी लाइफ में इच्छा बहुत थी और अब सुर आ चुका है.
सुर भी आ चुका है, इच्छा भी है, ear for music भी है. So you have a lot of scope to go. What about Neeti in acting? ये नहीं बोला, Neeti will tell us. Go ahead.
मैं तो बहुत ड्रामे करती हूँ behind the mic.
Solid.
सारे एक्सप्रेस करने होते हैं ना गाने. It's like you're telling a story through a song. So बहुत ड्रामे. तो मेरी जो एक्टिंग के कीड़े वो behind the mic निकल जाते हैं.
अगर म्यूजिकल बनेगा तो एक्टर को चांस नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि यही एक्टर होगी, यही सिंगर होगी.
हाँ वो तो है. दोनों का ये होगा.
विवेक जी बात बोलूं, मैं ये इतना जल्दी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन आप देखोगे हस्बैंड टू फैन बॉय. मैंने जब इसको मैं घर में देखता हूँ, इसको लोगों के साथ देखता हूँ, यारों के साथ देखता हूँ, फैमिली के साथ देखता हूँ, पर जब ये स्टेज पे जाती है ना तो मैं बोलता हूँ वाह यार ये तो ये भी करती है. मतलब मैं दिल से बोल रहा हूँ, अलग है, इंसान ही अलग है. शख्स जो ऊपर स्टेज पे गया है, ये इंसान ही नहीं है जो बाजू में बैठा है.
नहीं तो there's somebody called Nicole who's saying that Neeti will be a fabulous actor. तो वो मुझे नहीं पता कौन है, but somebody is praising it.
I agree.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet.
Bang on, Nicole. That's the right thing to have said.
Yeah. So, and what about your fitness mantra, both of you? I mean, you're so fit and supple, and it takes effort to remain fit in today's era. So, what are you doing for it?
He is our fitness guru at home. He is so हम लोग लॉकडाउन के टाइम हुआ ये था कि हम लोग because we were traveling, we were not in the country, so when we returned we had to do 14 days of quarantine. So we went to our farm, and मेरी sisters शक्ति और मुक्ति हम लोग चारों साथ गए थे ऑस्ट्रेलिया. So हम चारों ने we went to the farm in Gujarat to do our quarantine 14 day, and उसके बाद lockdown हो गया. So we stayed there for 2.5 months, and that's where he became our fitness instructor. सुबह योगा होता था, प्राणायाम and everything, and शाम को he used to make us run 5-6 kilometers and then full workout, yoga mat लगा के कभी push ups हो रहे हैं, कभी headstand हो रहा है, कभी हो रहा है. So all 4 of us used to work out together. So even at home now, he is fully all the gadgets, dumbbells, सब मंगा रखा है, like one fitness freak.
I think reason नहीं होना चाहिए. Fitness should be routine.
Yeah, yeah.
जैसे बाय डिफॉल्ट ब्रश कर लेते हो ना, वैसे बाय डिफॉल्ट दिन में 20 मिनट खुद को नहीं दिए तो फिर क्या दिए? Is what I feel.
I agree. I totally agree with you. And in fact, I was interviewing Gul Panag and I said that I spent 1 hour outdoors doing all this. She said, "No, 25 minutes is good enough." तो मैंने कहा वो तो that's up to you. Now आपने भी 20 मिनट बोला तो I'll have to reconsider my routine now because 1 hour, maybe when you grow older, you need 1 hour to remain fit.
नहीं, but 1 hour you're doing because you religiously like it. 20
I love
minutes
it.
इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ, जो नहीं करते उनको प्लीज 20 मिनट तो शुरू करना चाहिए. When they
हाँ.
reach 20, they'll automatically make it 1 hour. Because the pleasure, the
Absolutely right.
outlook after becoming slightly fitter than you were, the way you walk changes, the way you enter a room changes, the way you converse with people changes. I feel it all changes.
I've got one more question before we go to some singing. I'm going to request Neeti to sing for us today. And I know you're not prepared, but it will be lovely if we can hear a few notes from you. But before that, you are a young couple who are exemplary. I mean, of course, life is full of ups and downs. Nobody's perfect. But just to give a message to the youth out there who are maybe undergoing some stresses in their relationships, what do you say to them? Okay, how do they maintain happiness in their relationships? Both of you.
I think mutual respect is very, very important nowadays. What I feel is that yes, the love happens and the marriage happens, and you feel like wow, जैसे हमारी शादी की पहले लाइफ है वैसे ही बाद में भी रहनी चाहिए. The girl expects कि मैं जैसे अपने पेरेंट्स के घर रहती हूँ वैसे ही मैं शादी के बाद रहूंगी. And the boy also thinks that everything will be cool and everything. But I feel like it's so important to respect each other. And I think that brings something very rooted between the foundation of the relationship has to be respected and given each other a lot of space. Like मैं शादी के 2 दिन पहले तक काम कर रही थी एंड राइट आफ्टर द शादी आई रिज्यूम्ड वर्क एंड आई फील लाइक ही हैज ऑलवेज गिवन मी अ लॉट ऑफ स्पेस and respect and he always tells me that what you like doing you have to continue doing, and so are my in-laws. So मुझे लगता है same thing with me. Like I feel like if he's doing even a Zoom call or a work call or something, I just want to give my full support by not disturbing him and saying, "Arey, this time pe mujhe ye khila do ice cream." Yeah, like you can't do that. And I feel like the more you become a support system for each other, it becomes like your best friends living together. And I live in a joint family. I've come from a big family, but I've come to a joint family after marriage, and I feel everybody, my friends were like, I hope you can manage. Nowadays girls don't adjust into a joint family, and I, because I heard these things and I'm like, okay, let's see. I was a bit apprehensive about it, but I got married and I came in, and I tell my parents now that I'm more pampered in my sasural than in my in my parents' house. So I feel like it's so beautiful to get married. It's so beautiful to have a life partner and share all the joys and all the celebrations and festivities. It's just amazing to live together and enjoy life. I feel
I
whoever
think
is feeling that relationship में थोड़ा low आ रहा है और up आ रहा है, I think you just have to see you are lucky to have found a life partner. There are so billions of people on this planet, but you are with that one person who you are with, and you choose to be with that one person. You have to just celebrate. You have to just support each other and enjoy that every second.
In fact, we're coming to the Nihar, we're coming to the close. So this wala question I won't ask you to repeat because she's given beautiful and perfect views. You
मैं
can't
बोलने ही वाला था, मेरे लिए उसने सब बोल दिया है. मैं बोलता हूँ डिट्टो.
नहीं, डिट्टो ठीक है. And but I want to ask you, you're married to her and she has these wonderfully talented sisters as well. Do you feel so proud to be married with her because of the family as well?
100% more so. I got to know them and more about them after I started getting to know her. So when I say the life or the opportunity a father has given a girl child in this country.
Yeah.
I'm intentionally putting it that way. It is brilliant to see that you are just being reminded, you too have wings, you too can fly. If they all are doing something in their own fields, one in dancing, one in singing, one in acting, and they are happy at what they are doing, there is no other measure than the smile on your face, the money and everything. So I'm only speaking purely about happiness. If this is bringing you happiness, you are allowed to fly. That's what people do, spend their entire lives for.
I totally agree. In fact, Nihar, I also have two sisters and they're twins. Seeing them growing up, and I know my parents were so positive with them. And I have two daughters. We have two daughters, and we have tried to make them exemplary as well. So I think it's a wonderful world when the ladies are happy and talented. But coming to the close of the show, we must ask Neeti to sing for us, please. And one of my favorite songs is from Padmavat, something about Nano Wala. So please go ahead and sing for us.
Thank
Please,
you.
just a few lines.
It will be a pleasure to sing. I'm not prepared, but yes, we'll try to sing 2 lines. Neno wale ne ho, neno wale ne, aha, neno wale ne, nैनो वाले ने छेड़ा मन का प्याला, छलकाई मधुशाला, मेरा चैन रैन नैन अपने साथ ले गया। नैनो वाले ने छेड़ा मन का प्याला, छलकाई मधुशाला, मेरा चैन रैन नैन अपने साथ ले गया। Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was so lovely. Earlier मैं सोच रहा था कि निहार से भी कुछ गवाएंगे, but निहार अभी आप रहने दीजिए, मेरे ख्याल अगली बारी
आपने और वक्त ने दोनों ने मेरा साथ दिया।
और नीति ने इतना अच्छा गाया कि there's no scope now. So, but wonderful to have met you both online. And what a conversation we had. ऐसे लगा ही नहीं that 45 minutes have passed, and it's like sitting across the table. So thanks to technology that we are connected, and thank you for being with us on this forum.
Thank you on the contrary for having us, and genuinely नहीं लगा कि 45 minutes हो गई। और आपके साथ जो मुलाकात चंडीगढ़ आके पर्सनल पेंडिंग है, वो अभी भी चेक बॉक्स नॉन टिक्ड है, वो आके करेंगे टिक।
बिल्कुल मिलेंगे।
और बाकी सबको थैंक यू।
Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Vivek ji. It was such a pleasure talking to you, and wish you all the very best, and all the people who joined us. Good luck to everyone. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy.
And please continue doing what you're doing best, inspiring people. Thank you
very much. You're very warm, very kind, both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vivek.